What is up, everybody? It's your boy Strello here, and I've returned from E3. I was going to stay another day, but I decided I'm not going to, so hopefully this video uploads by tonight and not tomorrow. But yeah, E3 was pretty fun. I went to the World War II panel this morning. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. If you guys saw it, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I'm here with TJ, and today we're going to be reviewing all of the Spider-Man films leading up to, of course, you know what I'm saying. This is going to be one big not live, but you say video. So it's Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, and Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Civil War, Tom Holland, and like I said, I want to do all of these because they're leading up. We only have like two and 3.5 weeks left until we get everything. The world premiere is on June 28th, so don't forget to miss that. It's going to be lit. I'm going to try to go see it and get the review out for you guys as soon as possible on my channel here. So yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh, by the way, Cars 3 movie review is about to be uploaded. I haven't had time to do it. I watched the film last night, and pretty lit, I'm gonna say. It was really good.
I was disappointed with Cars 2.
I really was, dude. We're not even gonna talk about it. It was bad. Okay, but like I said, Cars 3 review is about to be coming up pretty soon, so get ready for that. Like I said, what the fuck? Spider-Man Homecoming will be reviewed as well on my channel once the world premiere comes out, or at least I can go to the screening to go see it. So we'll see how that goes. But let's get into it. Sam Raimi's trilogy, Spider-Man 1. TJ, did you ever get to go to the movie theater and see this movie, or were you still in diapers?
You were cutting out really bad. I think I went to the movie theater. I may have been too young at the time.
Wait, didn't it come out like 2002?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, TJ, you were cutting out bad. A little bit, just a little bit, not that much.
Yeah, that hotel Wi-Fi is really cutting out on you right now. Your mic quality with shit.
It's not the hotel quality. It's actually my home Wi-Fi. I just told you I just got back. What the fuck?
Oh, that's true. I didn't pay attention. But
I think it's a little bit stable. A little bit stable. Hold on, let me turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone. Turn off other things. Okay, go ahead. I was only 1 year old, or at least 1 year old, when this movie came out. I was in diapers. I went to go see it. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, yay, the dude in the red and blue suit. I like him. I don't know. I was a dumb baby Strilo.
Oh, hold on real quick. So, hey guys, TJ back here with Strilo. So we're talking about the Spider-Man movies, the 5 that came up. So the Sam Raimi trilogy, all 3 of those, then the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, in preparation for Homecoming, which the world premieres on the 20th. Hope to go. Okay. So we're just talking real quick. Strilo saw this when he was in baby Strilo in diapers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I remember it, but my parents were like, yeah, we went to go see that in theaters. I was like, wasn't I in diapers? I didn't get to enjoy it as much. Like, no, you saw it. I was like, I don't remember this. No, but I was Spider-Man was the first superhero I ever watched. And that's actually when Iron Man came out. And still, at that time, Spider-Man was the only superhero I ever watched. So it was around 2010, 2009 when I finally saw Spider-Man 1, 2. And I remember going to the theater when I went to go see Spider-Man 3. I saw the trailer for this when I was really young. Didn't it come out 2007? Yeah, it was 2007. And I saw the trailer early 2007, and I was like, you know what, I want to go see this. You saw the black suit of Spider-Man. I was like, oh, this looks lit. You saw emo Peter, not that emo though, and I thought it was really cool back in the day. And then we went to go see it. I fell asleep, and of course I was still a young baby Strilo, but that doesn't matter. But that was the first Spider-Man movie that I ever watched at a theater, or at least that I remember, because my parents told me I went to go see the other Spider-Man movies. I was baby Strilo, I didn't know. But yeah, I gotta say, I really enjoyed Spider-Man 3, the half that I saw of it. But we're not here to talk about Spider-Man 3 right now. Spider-Man 1, like I said, I saw it around 2009, 2010, somewhere in that time period. Spider-Man 2 as well. I didn't really like Spider-Man 2 when I saw it. I know you guys are like, what? Spider-Man 2 is like the best one. I know it is now, especially now that I am more of getting into filmmaking and films and stuff like that, so I know way more than I did not know. I was like, I hate Spider-Man 2. I hated it when I was younger. I love Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3. Those are the ones that I adored the most because of Venom and everything else. And then I grew up a little bit more, and I'm just like, no, Spider-Man 2 is the best one. And Yeah.
You're
Shut up, TJ.
cutting
Shut
down
up,
really
TJ.
good.
Shut up. Shut up, TJ. Please.
That's all I heard out of that whole entire thing.
Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Better?
Seems like it. I really haven't heard the damn thing you've been saying. I've just been going on with it.
Okay,
So
whatever. So the thing is, like I said, I saw this film around 2009. I really enjoyed Spider-Man 1. It was really fun at the beginning. I gotta say, I really love William Dafoe's Green Goblin. Like,
Yes.
this dude, like, he's like, how do I put this? He's like the god of Green Goblin, basically. And I know this for a fact that he wanted to play the role of the Green Goblin, and he pushed Sam Raimi's, like, you know, in different things, because he really wanted to pursue this role as the Green Goblin. And you can tell when he's acting in the film that he wanted to do this role, and he does it. He executes this character perfectly. I love the mirror scene. TJ, I don't know if you remember that or not, but it was one of the best ones where he's talking to himself. It's flipping back and forth.
Yeah, I remember.
It was a really good scene.
His acting, like, I'm surprised he was able, like, that's why with actors, like for example, Michael Fassbender, wasn't Michael or some, I can't remember the name right now. It's Split.
For what movie? Split?
Split.
Yeah. No, it's
I don't
James
think
McAvoy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was getting confused. But no, with all that off, like, I got,
Yeah. So I gotta say, man, William Dafoe did a really great job. I like the suit. Many people are skeptical about the suit, but I enjoyed it. I love it. I think William Dafoe pulled off most of the stunts himself for this. That's what they said. He pulled off most of them. And I give him props. I give props to any actor that pulls off their own stunts. And, yeah. Tom Cruise, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're not talking about Tom Cruise right now, okay? We're talking about William Dafoe and the god Hugh Jackman. All right, but I gotta say, I really had fun with this movie. I really did. I really enjoyed this. Tobey Maguire did an excellent job at portraying Peter Parker. Now, this is where I'm gonna talk about something more. You're gonna hear it in the Amazing Spider-Man review when we do this later on in the video. Peter Parker as Spider-Man played such a good role as Spider-Man 2. Many people said he didn't have a lot of jokes, and that's understandable because this Peter was a little bit more serious. The Spider-Man was more serious, and you can tell. I don't know if you could tell, TJ.
Yeah, I could tell that.
But I loved the way he. Fuck, I can't really explain it, dude. He's a lot more flexible. Like, this dude is more related to the, like, sort of kind of like the comics a little bit more. Where this, like, where Spider-Man can just pull off really anything he wants to. Stunt related, which is really cool, and you could tell. I really don't care about the organic web or the web shooters. I'm more of a fan of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Like I said, I have not seen Homecoming yet, but we are going to, and I think I'm actually going to like his Spider-Man. But right now, in the series, Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man. Like I said, I really lean more towards the organic web. I don't know, for some reason I do. I just like it better. Because I hate the thought of, like, web shooters on the freaking wrists. You know what I'm saying? It just bugs me. Just a bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. It just bugs me.
To me, it seems, I feel like organic webbing would be more practical because you don't have to worry about filling things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It makes sense in the comics though with the web shooters because he has different kinds of webbing, you know, like acidic webbing, fire webbing.
Yeah.
Like there's different things.
I like this. I like this Spider-Man. You can tell. I think one of the reasons why he went with organic webbing is because he wanted to make him more of like a punchy Spider-Man. If you get what I'm saying, not relying really much on his web, but relying more on his lethal with like hands, kicking, punching, and I really enjoy that about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Is this dude kicks ass, punching and kicking and doing spider shit. He did not have to rely on his webs because they're organic, and I like that. And this is something that we're going to talk about in the Amazing Spider-Man review. But overall, I had a really good time with this movie. TJ, what are your final thoughts for this? And my final grade for this, it's kind of hard to give it. Like, it's not 100% because there are a little bit of flaws with it. Mary Jane, I really didn't like her in this movie for some reason. I just didn't. I hated her. She was a bitch. I didn't like her. I did not like Flash Thompson either. I really hated Flash. Never really liked him as much. But yeah, that's basically it, man. I really don't have anything. Many people complained about the glider. Some people complain about the glider. I don't know if you well, he kind of designed it so he knows how to fly it. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes sense, and people are starting to realize that now. And yeah. But I will give this movie, dude. I will give it an A.
For me, on my rating scale, which is kind of it on top of my head right now, probably I give Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, probably it's good enough to where I go back and listen to it. Of course, I can't watch it because I can't see it, but I go back and listen to it. Yeah. I go back and listen to it even without the script audio. Yeah, I feel like it's still that good. That's something that I don't do, so. But, yeah.
You're great, TJ.
That's the final verdict. Is I'd go back and watch it with or without the script audio. That's how it goes.
I know, but like a grade of like 90, 80, something like that's what I was talking about.
Probably for the original, probably 90. Like it's good, but it's not perfect.
Well, that's what A is. It's a 90. Like I said, I really had fun with that. That's why I'm getting an A. It's not completely perfect. But TJ, Spider-Man 2. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like our final thoughts. Not go into like too in depth with it because everybody already knows. But Spider-Man 2.
All right. You just want this one at a time, like one of it, like one of the other goes.
You are cutting out a little bit. You said like you want me to go and you want you to go or something like that. Like switch up.
Yeah, just one at a time. Just go through everything, like your points, final verdicts, or whatever. Go. Each of us go at once or go at a time, and that way we just make it a bit faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you first.
I never got to see this movie in theaters. I got to see it as a kid. I didn't like it when I was growing up. I like it now. I liked it actually for the past at least 5 years. I've liked it a lot for the past 5 years. I gotta say, man, this is a movie that I really enjoyed now that I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? It is so awesome. The freaking stunts. They're like, okay, we did some cool stunts for the first one. We're gonna make Spider-Man go through a fucking trailer. Like, it is so small. In real life, like, the thing between a trailer and the truck, it is so small. The gap is so small, and he fits right through that. I thought that was so cool, dude. And then the train scene. This is one of my favorite fight scenes in all of movie history. Now, that's a lot of fight scenes, but this is one of my top fight scenes out of all of the fight scenes that I've ever seen in my life. This is at least in the top, at least 20. Somewhere in there. It's that good. The train scene where he goes through the freaking, like, I'm not sure what you call it. It's fuck. It's like a little covering, you could say, and he goes right through it. And he just freaking goes right through it, and dude, it was so good. You guys know what I'm talking about. Tobey Maguire did present one of the most, I'm not sure if I should say flexible, but more like he had a lot of ability to do that. Yeah, agile. And it looked really cool. Dr. Octopus played, the guy that played him, because I don't remember his name, but he played a good part as Dr. Octopus. He really got this character going. I love that actor. I love the movies he's in. One of my favorite actors of all time. He played a really good part in this. I love this scene. It gives you like this little horror scene at the beginning where Dr. Octopus and he kills everybody. Well, not him, but the tentacles, like whatever. You know what I mean, dude. The arms. And I thought that was really cool to see. They just had like this little horror effect, so that was pretty cool.
Dude, it really it creeps me out. It creeped me out, especially when I was a kid, because
I know when I saw that, like,
no music. There's no music,
and all you hear is that.
Those screams from the doctors, dude. They sound fucking real, dude. The way they scream,
yeah, dude, it is that good. They did really good with that. I gotta say, I liked Harry more in this movie.
Yeah.
I love James Franco, man, as an actor. You guys are like, oh, James Franco really hasn't come up with anything good lately. It doesn't matter. I love James Franco as an actor. I always thought he was more on the funny side, but he proved that he can do serious as well, and I really love that about him. He can pull off a role if he really, really tries to. And he's proven that, and I really liked him in this movie. He got a little bit more serious, and I like that about the fact of, him playing Harry Osborn. He played such a good part. He hates Spider-Man, and that's, you can really tell that he really does hate him, dude. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about the contrast comparison between Harry Osborn from Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, and 3, between Dane DeHaan's Harry Osborn. We're going to talk about that after we get done with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 review. Because that's when I want to do the comparison between the characters and, stuff like that, just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, TJ? Like, which one did more better, and, Yeah. So we'll do that at the end, which characters, which actors we preferred, or something like that. We'll do that at the end. But I gotta say, James Franco played a good part in this one. Mary Jane, I hated her even worse in this movie. You wanna know why? She goes with this dude, and the reason why she's not with Peter, or something, because he didn't show up to her play, and he was like a couple minutes late or something. She went way too over dramatic with that. That was way too over dramatic. Like, I hated her so much in this film. Nearly every scene that she was in, I hated her in this movie.
Especially, like, in the films, I hated Mary Jane. Spider-Man TV series, remember the animated one in the 90s? Oh,
yes. Yeah, that was good.
I love that. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, TJ, click your mic off and on real quick. Okay, now talk. It's because it's getting a little bit fuzzy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you gotta make sure, like, you kind of land.
It's just because I watch I don't know. But anyway, so let me talk about Spider-Man 2 real quick. So
Go ahead.
It's very simple. I love this movie to death. Like, I love Spider-Man 2 because it's more realistic. If you think about it, not a lot of superhero movies talk about real issues. Relationship issues with Mary Jane, obviously. Money issues. Peter's broke through most of the movie, which is more realistic. It's more relatable.
Yeah, I really like that about Spider-Man 2, dude.
You also have him trying to find ways, like, he's trying to deal with losing his powers, and he's unsure whether he should really be Spider-Man, and, like, a lot of these talk about in these monologues, and just in general you can see in the movie. My jokes. A lot of these are very relatable to a lot of us, and that's why Spider-Man 2 works so well, is because it's more relatable. Yeah, it's less goofy, it's more serious. There's still some little jokes and little goofy things, like, for example, the train scene. At the end of the train scene, he webs, I think, the ground, or like giant bullets, I don't remember exactly what. Basically where, no. Doesn't he like web the end of the train? And he uses his feet to try and stop the train.
He does, dude. He's immensely strong, and I love that scene. And his suit tears. You know what? I gotta say, dude, this is weird, but this is like a fetish for me for Spider-Man. I love it when his suit tears. It adds such a realistic effect to the suit.
Dude, my favorite part of that whole scene was, he's on the train. This is good.
Yeah.
My favorite part was that little kid picking up his mask, handing it to him, saying, "It's good to have you back, Spider-Man." Like, he's not, not like, "Hey, what's your name?" He's just like, no, this is Spider-Man. Like, don't worry about it.
Yep. I like how they're all looking at him like they really don't care. He's Spider-Man. I do have to say, I love the conflict in the movie. Like what TJ says, he's trying to, he's missing his classes, he's missing a lot of things, he's broke, and it's really relatable to a lot of people, especially now, dude, because right now, it's like, I'm not sure if, because over here where we're at, the jobs have been cut down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of messes with the people here, and we lose a lot more money, so it's kind of relatable in the money aspect, and you can't get in some, especially him being a superhero. I like that because it shows superheroes can't be perfect, like they can't always be on time or always do this, and I love that about this movie. It was really a good movie. This is probably the best one out of the whole trilogy, the best one out of the whole trilogy.
Yeah. I think my list would probably be Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man.
Continue.
Yeah. But anyway, so overall, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Less jokey, but more seriously again. I reread this
I
several
really
times.
didn't care if he had jokes or not, dude. To be honest with you, because it focused a little bit more on Peter Parker and less on Spider-Man in this movie. It's more about him, you know, like getting together with himself, and then he loses his powers. I love this where he takes that humongous bite out of the fucking hot dog. That's probably one of my favorite scenes. He's just like, I'm just gonna bite this hot dog now. Fuck you guys. I love that scene. It was really good. Yeah.
At first, it kind of bugged me with the less jokey nature, but then I realized, hey, it's more serious and more realistic adaptation, so let's go with it.
Yeah, it's more of a drama, which I liked it.
Yeah. The one thing that everyone talks shit about in all this Tobey Maguire is he is crying a lot, shedding a lot of tears. Dude, I don't blame him. He's stressed out the fuck with all his life. I don't blame his ass for that.
Yeah, dude, I gotta say, I do have one problem with this movie. One problem.
Okay.
It's that fucking. Well, no, not Mary Jane, because everybody knows I hate Mary Jane. That's a problem, and the fucking fire scene.
Oh, with the kid?
It shouldn't have been in there. It was basically like watching Spider-Man 1 again, that burning building scene. I didn't like. I feel like it shouldn't have been in there. Like, it didn't need to be in there. But it kind of showed Peter Parker saving a kid, as Peter Parker and not Spider-Man without his abilities. So I did enjoy that, but I just feel like it was like a little bit of a random event, if you get what I mean. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it. But that's like a little bit of a flaw. It's not worse than Mary Jane. No, Mary Jane, she's the flaw of this movie. I hated her completely.
Yeah.
And then we get to the final ending battle between Dr. Octopus and fucking Spider-Man. This was such a fucking badass fight, I gotta say. And again, I love the fact that he does not have to rely on his webs and more on his fighting technique. He relies more on the fighting instead of his webs. And I like that, but I like having both. You know what I'm saying?
If you really pay attention to his fighting, you can tell he's not really trained in martial arts or anything. He's not trained in anything. He's brawling. He
really is, dude. I really enjoyed it. Like, it didn't look choreographed, like, just not a lot, but I liked it. I liked the fighting style that they went for this. It was really enjoyable.
I can't really say for Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 because the way the audio description, it doesn't describe every little detail like certain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can only go off some pieces, but from what I remember in Amazing Spider-Man, like, the fighting was alright. But I felt like it was a bit more choreographed. Like, you could tell kind of it was choreographed.
Yeah.
And so it kind of bugged me in Spider-Man.
Dude, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, it wasn't a lot choreographed. Not a lot.
Did he do his own stunts? I don't know about that. Did he do his own stunts?
I'm not sure. I think he did some of them, not a lot of them. I think he did a little bit of them, which is okay. Of course, he couldn't do like the ones going through the thing because, of course, that had to be CGI. Unless somebody's actually that small where they can actually fit through that fucking thing. That'd be cool if they actually did. But you can't really tell. I couldn't tell the difference between CGI and stuff back in the day. I thought that was actually real because it looked so realistic. If you know what I mean, dude. And I was like, I really love this. I love it. But overall, my final grade for this movie is going to be an A again. I'm not going to give it an A+, because it falters in a little bit of things, but I'm going to give it an A, which is okay. Hey, that rhymed. Struggle with the rhymes.
Gotta rhyme all the time. With Spider-Man 2, I'd probably just say, plus.
Give it a plus.
Yeah, A+. Now that I think about it, because Mary Jane, it's a little annoying with her, but I understand some of the stuff. Like, I understand because there's some girls in real life who are like that, who are like ridiculously like crazy. Not crazy, but like, if you don't do something for them, like go to a play, like they're trying to work really hard that you're supporting them.
Yeah.
And she thinks he does not support her or anything. Like, I understand why. That's the one gripe I had about Spider-Man 2, but now that I think about it, I'm like, no, that's A+ for me.
Yeah, I mean, I did, but I really didn't have fun with this movie a lot. It was more dramatic for me, and I love dramatic now that I understand filmmaking more. Um, but I still gotta say, it's still a good movie. That's a good grade for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just I didn't enjoy it as much, but still, A. It's in the middle between an A plus and an A, so it's in the middle there. So it's not bad. It's actually really good. Let's get into Spider-Man 3, man. Let's get into Spider-Man 3.
Alright, so I'll start with Spider-Man 3 and I'll go with this match anyway.
Go ahead.
Spider-Man 3 for me is the weakest of the trilogy, unfortunately. There's still a lot of cool scenes, especially with fighting with Sandman and Venom at the end and a couple of other things. Overall, Tobey Maguire did pretty good as Peter Parker and Spider-Man, because you have to think about the two different characters, you know. As Peter, it bugged me because emo scene, everybody knows what that scene, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Dancing down the fucking street and the jazz bar. Hell no. That shit bugged me.
No, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it really was. And so, if you take that away, he did pretty good. He did really good from acting standpoint. It was believable, emotional, and it worked. Mary Jane, less annoying in my opinion, from what I remember. I haven't watched this movie in years, so I'm trying to remember.
Oh, she was way less annoying.
Yeah. Harry, or James Franco playing Harry. More mischievous, more scheming. Like holy shit! Dude.
I loved it, dude. The little smirks. I liked how, like he was. I loved it, man. So this film starts out. I can't really remember how it starts out. All I know is it starts out with Spider-Man. It has a really long intro scene. That's why I can't remember it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that should have been shortened.
I remember Gwen Stacy in the beginning because
she was there in the class, but it starts out with Spider-Man swinging. So yeah.
Yes, something like that. I remember that class. I never believed that she was Gwen Stacy. She couldn't know that stuff. She was not believable. Emma Stone though, I believe it. For whatever reason,
dude,
that girl
Dallas Howard. No. This movie is actually really good in the beginning. The scenes for the beginning of the film are phenomenal. Especially, I gotta say, one of my favorite scenes is when Gwen Stacy is actually falling, and she's just falling, and she's free falling, and Spider-Man flies through that fucking debris before it smashes, and then he goes through a fucking crane. That thing is small, dude, a little bit, and that was so cool. So that was such a cool shot, man. I really enjoyed the beginning of this movie. Near the end, like I said, the only part that I hated this movie was the emo Peter. Besides that, I really loved the rest of this movie because it had a lot of great shots in it. A lot of good scenes. I just feel like the characters are fucking static as hell in this movie. They're not dynamic. It means they are always developing. Their character is improving, or it's getting somewhere. You know what I mean? It's a developing character. You guys that know about filmmaking, you know especially what I'm talking about. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that it falters in, is the developing, because it feels like they've been the same. Aunt May, I feel like she suspected in Spider-Man 2 that Peter was Spider-Man. It just wasn't actually identified. In this one, she just completely forgets that. She's just like, okay, yeah, she stayed the same person. Didn't like it at all. Like, it really didn't have a plot. If you think about it a little bit, it really didn't. It was just like, okay, Mary Jane, she gets kidnapped. She's a damsel in distress, just like for the past 3 fucking movies. And she gets in peril, and she needs help from Peter. It's the same gimmicky bullshit. I did enjoy it, but it was really random at the end. It was really a random set of events.
I will say this though, Aunt May, and we didn't even talk about the movies. I will say this though, I liked Uncle Ben. I don't remember the actor, but I liked Uncle Ben in the first one.
Yeah, I did.
And Aunt May and all of them, like, I want her to be my aunt. She's really supportive. She's really
Aunt
sweet.
May, I loved her. That's my favorite portrayal of Aunt May. The one in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I really liked her. I liked her too, but I really loved the one out of this trilogy. Like, she was so supportive of everything Peter does. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she really showed that she actually cared about Uncle Ben's death, dude. Like, the one in Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, it didn't feel believable to me. It really didn't. She shed like a tear. That was it. You know what I'm saying? And this one, it felt more realistic, if you know what I mean. It was more drama.
Yeah.
It was more dramatic, and I really enjoyed that about this. Aunt May in this trilogy was really good. I just felt like she could have done a little bit more in this movie.
Although I do like fact, was it Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man 2. She gets stuck on the windowsill or whatever.
Yeah.
From Octopus, and like she was able to get picked or put back up or whatever. She's just like she held her hands to her chest like, oh, thank you. And like that's me. That's me right there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just like that little scene.
Oh, I finally remembered why I gave Spider-Man 2 an A. It's that one scene at the bank where Peter just ditches her, dude. I was like, you don't suspect that Peter is possibly Spider-Man right there, and you never asked why he just ditched you. That is my problem with that. But that is about it. Back to Spider-Man 3. The villains, there's too many villains. Too many fucking villains. They did not have time to. They didn't have time to develop them, and they did have time. Cut out the emo Peter. Cut out all that bull crap after him and Sandman fight the first time, and then develop Venom, and then develop Sandman just a little bit more. Cause Sandman was a pure badass. That fucking scene in Spider-Man 3, where he's now Sand, and that was so beautiful. That scene was executed so beautifully, dude.
I remember that.
Where he finally picks up the thing, and he's looking at her and his daughter in the picture, and then like so beautiful, loved it. Like I said, this movie had really great scenes and great shots. The only, like I said, it falters in static characters that stay the same routine. The characters should have been developed, especially the villains, dude. Because the villains, you're supposed to some people might like the villains, some people might not. But for me, as a villain person, I like to see my villains develop. Why they do the things they do, why they do it. Eddie Brock just does it because Peter stole his girlfriend.
And his job.
But dude, really? That's it? That's not even a lot. If Peter threw you down a freaking mountain, stole your girl, and then stole your job and stole something else, yeah, I could see that. But just your job, okay, you could get another job at another photography place. It's not that hard. Literally. And you could get another girl. Besides, Gwen Stacy is a hoe anyways. Especially in this movie, she is, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially in this movie. No doubt. She's a straight up hoe.
That's one thing that bugged me about Mary Jane. That's one thing that bugged me. Like, Peter, like, yeah, I understand he's Spider-Man, he's whatever. But the upside down kiss with Gwen at the fucking parade, that bugged me. Because later up, Mary Jane brings it up. Oh, were you Spider-Man or Peter when you had your tongue down your throat? First of all, there was no tongue in that kiss. If I remember correctly.
Right? I didn't see not a single thing.
It was just a kiss, done. Like, it wasn't, they weren't like fucking upside down.
Dude, the thing about me for this movie about Mary Jane is she was still annoying as fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
She was okay. Yeah. She was less annoying, but she was still annoying. Especially when she's at dinner with Peter. She could act less like a bitch. I'd really appreciate it.
Oh, hold on. By the way, guys, sorry about the gameplay like being complete trash, but I'm just playing just to get the wins for the AAA and the quick reviews. I don't really care about kills or anything, so I'm just chilling with AAA shit. So that's what I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, but guys, like I said, static characters really sucked in that element, but besides that, the scenes and everything was great. Tobey Maguire did excellent. The way they ended Spider-Man was, I liked it. I gotta say, the music is what had me during the end battle scene and through the middle of the movie. The part where Harry dies, the music, I really loved. You guys are like, what the fuck, you like the music? Yes, I'm a person where, since I'm a musician, I understand the elements of a musical score, and it was done really, really good, and I really love the music. It really had me, in this movie, at the very end. Green Goblin wasn't Green Goblin in this movie. He wasn't Green Goblin. He was Harry in a mech suit, pretending to be Goblin. He was more of like helpful Green Goblin. And I like how they made him,
Green
sort
Goblin
of, kind of. Yeah, basically, dude. Harry took a fucking grenade to the face, dude. To the fucking face.
And he did.
But he lived. Oh, this is the thing I love about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. This motherfucker took a fucking grenade to the face. In the first Spider-Man, That dude had to be incredibly strong, dude. He got fucking blown up, tossed through multiple walls, got the shit knocked out of him by the Green Goblin, then got up, spun some webs, and then whooped his ass. That's a lot of ass kicking, dude. Which is something that I really liked about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, is that Spider-Man was incredibly strong, dude, to just keep going after he kept getting his ass kicked.
You have to remember, Spider-Man has enhanced durability and strength and healing factor as well.
Still, TJ,
Not as extreme.
stop fucking my shit up, god damn it. Okay, but I get you. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, he does have enhanced things, but still, dude, to take a fucking grenade to the face.
Well, it's like the Hulk taking missiles in The Incredible Hulk. Jesus.
Dude, they like bounce off of him. What are you talking about? They don't even do anything. Dude, this thing cut Peter and made him spit out blood. That's what I liked about it.
Dude, I swear, I remember in one of the Hulk movies, like, he ate a missile or something. I swear
he
to God,
did.
I remember that.
He did.
Which one, though? The
I think it was
one or the Edward Norton?
I think it was Edward Norton. I really like that Incredible. You talking about the one from 2008? The one before Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure that was Edward Norton.
I liked The Incredible Hulk more than the first Hulk movie.
I did. The Incredible Hulk. That's the one I'm talking about. That one, I really liked the way that Hulk looked. He looked like the freaking Hulk. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, dude. We're talking about extreme strength, so it kind of counts. But still, I really like that Hulk. But basically, I like how strong he is throughout this trilogy. This dude takes massive beatings, and he still gets up, and he's just Spider-Man, man, webbing shit up, kicking bad guys' asses, and yeah. So that concludes. Wait, no, we haven't done our final thoughts yet. Final thoughts, TJ. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts for Shadow 3?
Yes.
I feel like it was a good film. I just feel like the two detriments to it were the emo. Okay, the one was emo shit.
Basically, yeah. For me, it's static characters and emo Peter. I feel like that should have been cut out. They should have showed a more darker, realistic Peter. They could have done that instead without the emo hair, which would have been great. But
I don't remember emo hair. Thank God.
Yeah, it was emo hair. It looked bad.
I don't remember. Don't tell me.
It's horrible.
I don't remember.
You're gonna relive it, motherfucker. No, but seriously, guys, my final review for this film. I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna have to give it a C, dude.
Damn, a C? Seriously?
A C, dude. A C.
That's fucking average, dude. Is it really average?
It's average. It's not good. It's not good. It's average.
Dude,
it's not bad. It's just not good. It's just not good,
dude,
man.
you're auto-tuning. You're auto-tuning.
I know, for you probably.
Probably.
Okay, continuing here, but I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give it, you know what, a C plus. A C plus. I'll give it a C plus.
I'm gonna give it a. I'm torn between a B plus or A minus. I'm torn between.
Yeah, I'm not giving it that high. I'm giving it a C plus. That's better than a C, so I will give it a C plus.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a B plus. Like, it's not A status, but
yeah,
it's pretty good. It's good.
I still get you. Just for me, I just really didn't enjoy the fucking static characters. For me, that's a big deal for me. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. You guys have your opinions as well. TJ, you have your own goddamn opinion. Your blind opinion. We're gonna call it that now. Yeah, C plus. That's my final review for this. Now we move on
to The Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, great.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it, dude. Don't even say it. I feel like the Amazing Spider-Man gets so much trash.
And it does.
I don't know why. I just love to rewatch this movie. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. It's a movie that when I don't have anything else to watch and I'm super bored, I put on this movie in my headphones and I put it on and I just watch it. I don't pay attention to it. I just watch it. I gotta say, Dr. Connors in this movie. This is probably one of the poorest, stupidest, bland villains we've ever had throughout Spider-Man. Well, in the movieverse wise.
Yeah, I don't like Lizard. And it bugged me more because when he talked when he was the lizard, it was stupid.
It
Like
really
it just bugged
was.
me. Because like he shouldn't like the lizard doesn't talk in the comics. From what I remember, he doesn't talk. Like, why are you gonna do that? You don't do that. Stop it.
Yeah, you didn't tell me he got like super talking speech or something or whatever.
Super speech.
Super speech. He was the poorest, blandest villain I've ever seen. I feel bad for this actor because I love this actor in some movies, but this is one of the poorest jobs he's ever done, man.
Yeah.
Then the freaking Indian guy, I'm not trying to sound racist, but I forget his name all the time. The Indian guy, no purpose throughout the movie at all. No purpose. Dr. Connor, hey, here he is. Dr. Connors is dying. You need to make something for him. It's gonna be lizard serum. It's gonna be super convenient for you to turn to the fucking lizard. That makes you the lizard through this damn movie. That is literally him throughout the whole movie. Then he gets into like this thing on the bridge, and then you never see him again.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're coming up on our hours for the video, so we gotta try and wrap this up a bit quicker. So,
Yeah.
overall, Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, a bit more jokey, less serious. I did like that because it was a good refresher, a good break from the more serious tone of the Sam Raimi films. But I still like Tobey better than Andrew. My personal opinion. Now, Gwen Stacy versus
Dallas
Mary
Howard.
Jane.
Well, I was gonna say the actors. I thought you were gonna say Emma Stone versus Dallas Howard.
Well, I don't have the fucking names, so fuck it. Anyway, so Gwen Stacy versus Mary Jane. I hate Mary Jane with a passion. Gwen Stacy, a lot better. Like, she's more resourceful, more intelligent, more supportive. Like, just overall, just a better girlfriend, honestly. If I wasn't dating anybody, and I remember back when I first saw her as a Spider-Man, I was just like, dude, I would date Gwen Stacy if I could.
Literally, she was my first woman crush Wednesday. All right.
But anyway, so
okay, your overall. I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth about this. I'm just gonna talk about the actors. That's literally it, because this movie was complete shit.
Yeah. Just trying to do it a bit faster though, because it's like
I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Continue.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was distracted. I was trying to look something. So anyway, God damn it. So anyway, overall, Tobey is a better Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy is the better. Well, I don't fucking know. Emma Stone. There we go. Sorry. God damn it. There's nobody else I can't compare them to. But I gotta say, Connors, like Lizard, bland villain. Didn't really like him a lot. I thought it was cool, like how he transformed, but it was just boring. Like the evil, like the fucking plan at the end, like to make everybody lizards. What the fuck, dude? Like, why do you want to do that? There's no reason for that.
It's gonna wear off, really.
And besides that, the trailer is what pissed me off about this movie, because the trailer was like, do you want to know the secret to your parents, Peter? Like, all this weird shit going on. Like, it sounded interesting, you know, a really cool plot from the trailers. But the movie had none of that shit.
Misleading.
None of it.
Misleading as hell.
All fucking advertising.
Okay, your final grade, TJ.
Final grade for Amazing Spider-Man? Fuck.
Yes.
C-. It's below average. Fuck that
Okay,
shit.
there we go. Andrew Garfield did not play Peter Parker at all. Did not portray Peter Parker at all. He played a punk version of Peter Parker, like the alternate version of like something from another fucking universe, from another planet, basically.
He's more similar to like the Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Like
yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter's a caring asshole bastard nerdy piece of shit, which we all know and love. This dude is just a straight up punk, and I do not like him. You know, he doesn't do what the teachers tell him to do, or something. It's depicted in the film. And I don't know, dude. He's kind of got a stalker fetish for Gwen with her legs or something like that, which I found kind of creepy. Which the girls you like, you shouldn't probably take pictures of them. You should like ask them for like screenshots or something, like for WCW or something like that. You know, not be creepy and take weird pictures of them. But he portrayed Spider-Man a little bit better. His fighting, though, I was not a fan of.
It bugged me.
He didn't fight. This dude needed to rely on webbing more, which I feel like he should have relied on his fighting and webbing. But this one, he needed his webbing. Like, his fighting is complete dog shit, dude. Like,
if you think about
if you
it,
look
though,
at
if
it,
you kinda
TJ,
think about-
if you could see it, he cannot fight. He's more sciencey, which I do like about that. He is more sciencey. I like it.
Although if you think about it, though, it does make a bit of sense, though, for him not to be able to fight as much, like be able to rely on his webbing.
Yeah.
He's like a 16, 17-year-old kid, or 18, whatever. Like, he's not much. That's why Toby is more brawler-type-esque fight. It makes a bit of sense, but then it makes a bit of sense and it makes sense, but I prefer Spider-Man, the original Sam Raimi shit.
Yeah. But, dude, I can't handle Andrew Garfield's fighting. I can't during this movie because he needs to rely on his webbing, which is alright, but it's in every fucking fight scene. The only time you see him use his fist is in the freaking, not even in the end battle, but in the middle battle with the lizard, his second confrontation with the lizard. And he only punches him like twice and then he goes like a little bitch.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And he barely even punches him, and then freaking Lizard's over there choking him and only decides to scratch him. That's it. He's not gonna dig his claws into Spider-Man, he's just gonna scratch him.
PG-13.
I gotta say this, dude. The suit, I really like this suit.
I don't remember.
Some people say it looked like a basketball. Because it didn't have the webbing. It had like a new sort of like straight lines, sort of kind of like a little bit bent. I did like the suit because he didn't make it himself, and I did like the way the eyes looked. I really liked that about this suit. But besides that, it kind of did look like a basketball. To wrap this up, Gwen Stacy, really good. Emma Stone, I really loved you in this movie. You did really good. Aunt May, really good as well. Just not fully supportive as I thought she would be. Gwen's dad. This fucker annoyed me the hell out of me throughout this fucking movie.
I forgot about him.
I hated him. Captain Stacy. I hated this fucker with a passion. I wanted to see this bastard die. When I saw him die at the end, I was like, yes, he's dead. Finally. Something good comes out of this fucking movie, dude. It bugged me. It got too Hollywoodized, dude. Like at the end, he's like, it's so cringy. He's not alone. Boom, shoots the shotgun and the fucking pipe just magically lands in his hands, and he freezes the lizard tail to let him go. Are you fucking kidding me? That is cringeworthy, especially this line when before he said it, he's not alone. Boom. Cringeworthy. That's it. I'm giving this movie a D, man. You're not getting any better than that. A D, you are getting this. I did not like this movie. I enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man 2 way better than I did this one, and that is sad to say. That is really sad to say. Okay, but on to the final movie. We're gonna get to Civil War after this video, TJ. Okay, just go through it as fast as you can.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. So first off, I saw like half this movie when I caught it on TV. Like I didn't see the full thing, but I will say this: Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. Yeah, felt like it was good. It's Andrew Garfield. Like he can't really do a bad Spider-Man, I guess. I don't remember too much of this one.
Dude, he was more funnier in this movie. That's sad.
Yeah, I will say this though: the first time I saw that him in the fireman's hat with Electro, I laughed. But after that, it bugged me.
Yeah, dude. This movie starts out, it reminds me of Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
It starts off really good at the beginning, and when you hit the fucking middle, that's when everything gets all fucked up. When Electro comes out after that scene where he's in the fireman hat, everything goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
Dane DeHaan.
I will say that.
Dane DeHaan. I'm not even moving on, TJ. You can speak after I can finish with this. I just want to get this over with so much.
Okay.
I hated you, dude. In this movie, I did. I hated you. I loved you in Chronicle, and I loved you in the new movie, A Cure for Wellness or something like that. Whatever it was called. I loved you in that movie for this year, but I hated you in Amazing Spider-Man 2, man. The scenes where you were extra dramatic was bad. I liked you in the scene when you were with Norman Osborn. That scene with Norman Osborn where in the dark, I liked that scene. I liked him in that one. But the rest of the movie, I did not like.
I want to make him bleed. Like, what the fuck was that, dude?
Like, he didn't have no motive to hate Spider-Man just because he didn't give him his blood. That was it. Again.
And even then, his blood fucked with him anyway.
I know, you know, there was so many plot holes, dude, that needed to be filled in with this movie. Like, in the middle to the end. The end battle scene I hated so much. He plays the Itsy Bitsy Spider song with fucking
Electro. Yeah.
you know who did this music?
That?
Fucking Skrillex. Who thought it was a good idea to put Skrillex on this fucking movie for music? And then Hans Zimmer tried to make a dubstep classical mix. That's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. It was bad. It was shit, man. Electro is like, it's time for me to light my candle. Motherfucker, it's not even your birthday anymore. This movie bugged me so much at the middle. At the beginning, it started off great. The ending scene with Rhino. This is as far as I'm going for this movie. The ending scene with Rhino.
Oh god.
So cringeworthy. The little Spider-Man comes out. He comes out like he's gonna do something, and Rhino's like, "I'm the Rhino. Oh, I'm here to terrorize. I'm here to conveniently terrorize the city so Spider-Man can make his comeback."
Yeah, it's stupid.
The reference to the Sinister Six was weak. I already knew by the end of this movie, I was like, they're not making Amazing Spider-Man 3. This movie's done. It's gone. They're not making it. It's done.
They really shouldn't have done anything for Sinister. They shouldn't have talked about it or hinted at it, because everyone knew this shit was gonna just crash and burn. Like no one, like
you know, and this is what messed it up. Sony got their little hands in there. They're like, ooh, we're gonna make Green Goblin an actual fucking goblin. We're gonna make sure, yeah, you know what, Electro, we're gonna make him do this and make him do that. You know they got their hands on that.
Yeah.
I did not like that. They did, they got their hands in there, they messed what shouldn't have been messed with, and I hated that.
So, well, I gotta say before I go, I gotta go work on myself, but final verdict for Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I feel like it was a bit better than the first one, but not by much, so I'm gonna give it a solid C.
A solid C. Okay, I'm getting to my final thoughts on it. What was it gonna be? Oh, the funniness of Spider-Man. This is one of my favorite lines from the whole movie. He says, "You want me to come down there so you can kill me?" And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Okay, I'll be right there." And he's like, "Oh, there's no place like home." I found that so funny. That was one of my favorite lines from this movie. Is that he's like, "Oh, there's no place like home." God damn it. So I really enjoyed that line, but everything else bad. This movie C-, nothing more, nothing less. C-, man. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's getting too long, but we went in depth a little bit about the Spider-Man's reviews here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sad to say, Garfield did not. They didn't give him much to do in these movies, but I thought he played a good Spider-Man. But yeah, my overall pick is still Tobey Maguire until Tom Holland's release. I will probably change it. I probably won't. But yeah, see you guys later. Strilo out.